Hello, this is Critical Discussions, episode 24. And in this episode, we're going to start by talking quite a lot actually about Belarus and the situation inside that country because unfortunately, I am from that country and I still live here. That's one of the reasons why I never show my face on the streams or in the videos because simply by discussing the things that I'm discussing here, I quite literally sort of already sentenced myself for like, I don't know, 10 years probably in jail, something like that. Just because I'm speaking the truth about the situation in Belarus, around Belarus, Russia, obviously, Russian war in Ukraine, so on and so forth. So, yeah. One thing, just to start it off, sort of softball, as it were, throw a softball. In Lithuania, there is this in Druskininkai, there is this sanatorium called Belarus, that at some point when the war started, stopped working because, or not even when the war started, but in 2020 actually. So after Lukashenko stole the election, after he usurped the power completely, basically the banking sort of accounts were arrested of the sanatorium, and it was sort of kind of halted its operations basically, because apparently there was some kind of a guy who was managing this sanatorium who was directly connected to the Lukashenko's regime. What's interesting is that basically like half a year later, in summer of 2021, the accounts were unblocked basically, and the sanatorium sort of started to take children, people, whatever. However, I just don't understand that, right? Like, again, Lithuania does not sort of issue visas to Belarusians or Russians. They mostly stopped doing this, as far as I know, as far as people report. Yet, the sanatorium which was managed by basically people directly sort of connected to Lukashenko, is allowed to continue its operations because they've changed that like one manager essentially. I don't really understand how that works. Like, I just don't understand how it works. So what? Like you think you removed like one guy and the rest of the connections basically to dictatorship regime in Belarus ended? I'm not particularly sure that this is the case. Um, I just wanted to kind of throw it out there because unfortunately, like Baltic states, Lithuania, Latvia, Poland to a certain extent, do a lot of those like virtue signaling almost. They say how bad like Russians, how bad regular Russians, regular Belarusians, that they sort of allowed the war to happen, all of this stuff. And yet they are absolutely alright to do business with these states. They are buying electricity from a nuclear power plant that is stationed right now at the border of Lithuania. They're buying electricity from Belarus. I know it because I have sources on that nuclear power plant that directly tell me how the ecosystem works really. And and just like people are okay doing business with the states, but when it comes to people and issuing visas and sort of allowing regular people who are trying to maybe escape these regimes, and ever increasing sort of threat to people's lives inside of Russia and Belarus, the Baltic states, they're like, nah, we don't want you. We want money from those regimes. We don't want people. Very hypocritical position, and I fucking hate hypocrites. I've said this many times already during these streams. So just wanted to throw it out there, just so we clear how it's here. Like, so one guy they've changed, the whole sanatorium continues to work. Cool story, bro. All right. It's just like nor here nor there, but just wanted to kind of put it out there. All right.